evening to all of you friends. A very good evening to all of you. Welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep, the most comprehensive preparation app for all exams. A very good evening to all of you. So friends, today we begin with this legal current affairs part 2. In this particular session, I shall be discussing with you certain very important and crucial legal development. I'm sure that since you guys are all preparing for an examination just scheduled on 18th of December 2022, and I'm sure that all of you want to get into the top law schools of the country. So, from BYJU'S Exam Prep, we bring to you this particular series which will contain certain very important news. I mean legal news. These news will help you in the understanding of how Indian laws are developing. Secondly, it will also contain certain very important knowledge insofar as those news are concerned. So a very warm welcome to each and every one of you from the entire team at BYJU'S Exam Prep. So guys, without much ado, let's begin. But before I begin, I will request all of you to share this session right now so that more and more students can join in and take advantage of this particular session. Okay, so guys, let's begin. Now, there are a couple of very important news. Number one, former Chief Justice of India, Justice UU Lalit, says that the collegium system is the best system. The next important news is a news relating to the Jharkhand Chief Minister. The Jharkhand High Court has acquitted the Chief Minister, Mr. Hemant Soren, from accusation or allegations of violation of Model Code of Conduct. So today we are going to discuss the judgment and what is Model Code of Conduct, what is the role of the Election Commission of India and the entire gamut of election laws in India. Apart from that, the Delhi High Court has given a judgment on protection of children from Sexual Offences Act. We shall look at that also. And finally, we are going to also discuss the bail that was granted to politician Sanjay Raut by the special courts in Bombay, where there were allegations against Sanjay Raut on money laundering charges. So what is money laundering? What are the laws relating to money laundering? Those are the things we are going to discuss in the course of this session. So guys, let's move. The first important news. Former Chief Justice of India, in a recent interview to NDTV, has said that, in my opinion, the collegium system is the best system. It has proved to have worked effectively. Now, there are a number of criticism about the present system of appointment of judges in the higher judiciary, that is, the High Court and the Supreme Court. Now, under the Indian Constitution, every judge of the Supreme Court and the High Court is appointed by the President after consultation with certain judges. Those judges are called the collegium judges. They are the senior judges of the court. Now, there are a number of criticism about the present system of appointing judges. Now, Law Minister of India, Mr. Kiran Rijiju, has said that this system of appointment of judges is not accountable, it is opaque, and he does not agree to the present system of appointment of judges. But Justice Lalit, former Chief Justice of India, who just retired a week back, has said that the collegium system of appointment of judges, in his opinion, is the best system possible in the Indian scenario. Now, you will be amazed to know that only in India is the only country in the world where judges appoint judges. In Canada, it does not happen. In UK, it does not happen. In USA, it does not happen. In Australia, it does not happen. Only in India, we have devised this particular system called the collegium system, whereby judges of the High Court and Supreme Court are appointed. Secondly, former Chief Justice UU Lalit has given certain remark about retirement of judges. Now, there was a question like, judges retire at the age of 65 in the Supreme Court and at the age of 62 in the High Court. Now, in most of the other jurisdictions that we see, the retirement of judges, that age is a little more. 70, 75, US you have till death. So there are very various jurisdictions which have their own thing. Now, India, Supreme Court judges retire at the age of 65, High Court judges at 62. It is a pretty young age. Now, Chief Justice of India defends this retirement age and says that in a country where there is talent is enormous, it is best that judges retire so that new judges could come in. So that is what the Chief Justice, the former Chief Justice of India, Justice Uday Umesh Lalit, had to say. Now, what is this collegium system? Now, the collegium system is a system of appointment of judges. The collegium system recommends the name of the judges to the central government. The central government does certain checks, and after the checks are done, there are IB inquiry and other organizations which clarify the name. There are certain investigations are done whether the judge is good, bad, everything, and thereafter the president appoints. So if you are to know what is the collegium system is a system in India insofar as appointment of judges in the High Court and Supreme Court are concerned. Now, the collegium system has over the years faced a number of criticism, not only from the government but also from the civil society, because people say that it lacks transparency, it lacks accountability. The latest criticism came from the Law Minister himself. And who is the Law Minister of India? Please tell me who is the Law Minister of India. Please, fast. Shri Kiran Rijiju is the present Law Minister of India. Okay, fantastic. Great to see that. Okay, fantastic. Let's move ahead, guys. Let's move ahead. Now, the second important news. The Jharkhand High Court has quashed the criminal proceeding against its Chief Minister, Shri Hemant Soren, who was accused of violating the Model Code of Conduct. Now, what is this MCC, or the Model Code of Conduct? Now, the Model Code of Conduct are a set of rules and regulation which are given by none other than the Election Commission of India. The Model Code of Conduct are a set of rules. They are a set of guidelines that are issued by the Election Commission insofar as candidates who are contesting election is concerned. They give you certain brief rules that have to be followed regarding speeches, polling booths, poll day conduct, election manifesto, processions, and other general conduct. So how should a person who is contesting election, what are the rules relating to him? Those are called the model code of conduct. For example, religious and communal, very, very important. Religious and communal statements must not be used. Religious or communal sentiments of people must not be used for asking for vote. Apart from that, places of worship, temples, mosques, churches must not be used for election propaganda. So the model code of conduct, which are certain rules, which are certain guidelines, which is issued by the Election Commission. They are certain guidelines relating to speeches, polling booths, polling day conduct, election manifesto, processions, and other general conduct of those who are contesting election. Is that clear? Now, the Election Commission of India, in discharge of its constitutional duties for conducting free, fair, and peaceful election to the Parliament, state legislature under Article 324 has enacted this model code of conduct. It ensures that official machinery is not used during the polls, that government, whoever is in power, should not use these machinery, the government machinery, during poll or during election. Is that clear to each and every one of you? Is that clear to each and every one of you? Okay? Fantastic, fantastic. So guys, if you are liking this session, do press the like button. If you are liking this session, do press the like button, okay? Okay, fantastic. Great to see a number of chats. Okay, Kiran Rijiju, absolutely. He's the Law Minister of India. Okay, okay. Chal, let's move ahead. Now, let's now understand the role of the Election Commission of India. The Election Commission of India is a constitutional body which oversees the election process in India as per the Constitution. The Election Commission of India administers election, parliament election, state legislature election, office of the president and office of the vice president. Now the president is elected, the vice president is elected, Lok Sabha, you have parliamentary elections every 5 years. Similarly, you have state legislature election, some election that happened in Himachal Pradesh right now, okay, yesterday itself. So it is the Election Commission of India which has the duty to conduct free, fair election. Both parliamentary election, state legislature election, office of the president and office of the vice president. Now, the Election Commission of India consists of the Chief Election Commissioner and 2 other election commissioner. So in total there are 3. It's a 3-member commission, okay? The office of the Chief of the Election Commission is a member of 3 people. Chief Election Commissioner and 2 other election commissioner. The Chief Election Commissioner and the Election Commissioner are appointed by the President of India. Each of them hold office for a period of 6 years or up to the age of 65, okay, or up to the age of 65. Now the role of the Election Commission, okay, election to Parliament, legislature of every state, office of the president and vice president, okay. So you have election of the Parliament, election of every state, election to the office of the president and election to the office of the vice president of India, okay. Is that clear? Is that clear, everyone? Okay, let's move on to the next important news. The Delhi High Court has said that Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act to protect the children from sexual abuse and not criminalize consensual romantic relationship of young adults. Now, here is a particular law which was made to prohibit or protect children from sexual abuse. Now, if two young adults fall in love, they have some consensual physical relation, this law is not meant to stop them. What did the judge say? Thus, this is not a case where a girl was coerced into the relationship with a boy. In fact, Miss A herself went to the applicant's house and asked him to marry her. The statement of the victim makes it clear that it was a romantic relationship between the two and that the sexual act involved between them was consensual. Although the victim was a minor and hence her consent does not have any legal bearing, I am of the opinion that the factum of consensual relationship born out of love should be considered while granting bail. To ignore the statement of the victim and let the accused suffer behind jail in the present case would cause amount of perversity of justice. So in case two people fall in love, young adults, they commit an sexual act that cannot be termed as an offense against Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act. That is what the Delhi High Court had to say. And finally, the most important of all, Sanjay Raut, a member of the parliament who was accused of a money laundering case, have been granted bail by the special court in Mumbai. What did the judge say? The judge said that simply labeling a pure civil dispute, a civil dispute with money laundering or an economic offences itself cannot automatically acquire such status and ultimately drag an innocent person in a miserable situation in the guise of an arrest. So he says that this arrest that was done against Sanjay Raut is basically an illegal arrest. It is an illegal arrest. Am I clear? So let's now understand what is this Money Laundering or Prevention of Money Laundering Act of 2002. Prevent, what is its scope? Why do we have this PMLA Act? To prevent money laundering, combating the channelization of money into illegal activities and economic crimes, providing for confiscation of property derived from or involved in money laundering, providing for any other matter connected with or incidental to the act of money laundering. Now, the one very important thing that you as students who are preparing for CLAT must understand is that which is the agency which is responsible to investigate into offences under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002. The concerned agency is the Enforcement Directorate, okay? The ED, which we call as generally as the ED, okay? So the Enforcement Directorate is responsible insofar as investigating any offences under the PMLA is concerned. Am I clear to each and every one of you? Am I clear? Okay. Fantastic. Great to see that. Great to see that. Okay. Okay. Beautiful. Now, before I move ahead, BYJU'S Exam Prep brings to you BYJU Exam Prep Test Series, which consists of 45 mocks. Now, with around a couple of days, just around 40 days remaining, with around 40 days remaining, all you need to do is to solve these 45 mocks. 20 CLAT and 25 non-CLAT mocks, which consist of A-Lit mocks also. 9,000 plus practice question, test covering every single subtopic, 3 All India mega mock along with video solutions, detailed mock analysis, test series by NLU alumni based on the actual exam pattern. So I would request each and every one of you who is watching me now to definitely get the BYJU'S exam prep test series. This is not only going to help you in scoring better, but it's going to give you an idea what a real exam look like. That is very, very important. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The first question. Let's solve the first question. Okay. Which of the following bill granted status to family courts in Himachal Pradesh and Nagaland? Which bill? And the correct answer is Family Courts Amendment Bill of 2022. Is that clear? A cost of test series. I think there is a moderator right now. I think the moderator is going to answer that question. Okay. Anisha. Okay. Very good. The first. Yeah. In 2022, the Family Courts Amendment Bill 2022 granted statutory status to family courts in Himachal Pradesh and Nagaland. Okay. Is that clear? Very good. Moving on. Family courts were enacted to set up family courts in every district. Under the Act, the state governments have to set up family courts in every city or every town which has a population of more than 1 million. Which year was it enacted? In which year was it enacted? Okay, it was enacted in the year 1984. So we have the Family Courts Act of 1984. Okay, we have the Family Courts Act 1984. The Family Court Act was enacted in the year 1984 for setting up of family courts in every district. By the authority of this act, the state governments are mandated to set up family courts in every district, every town, every city which has more than 1 million population. Okay. Which of the following bills were passed insofar as anti-doping is concerned? Okay, anti-doping in sports, especially anti-doping in sports. So the correct answer is National Anti-Doping Bill of 2022. National Anti-Doping Bill of 2022. So guys, it's very, very important for each and every one of us to know all these things because these are very, very important things. Okay. Okay, brilliant. So, the Lok Sabha passed that bill in the year 2022 relating to anti-doping. Okay, who amongst the following is the current Union Sports Minister, present Sports Minister of India? Shri Anurag Thakur. Shri Anurag Thakur is the present Union Sports Minister of India. Okay. This National Anti-Doping Bill, which relates to sports, that a sportsman cannot have doping. You get a lot of energy because these are all steroids. This was passed by the Lok Sabha by the Union, and it was introduced by Union Sports Minister Shri Anurag Thakur. Which of the following bills was passed by the Parliament to ban funding of weapons of mass destruction? It was introduced by External Affairs Minister Shri S. Jaishankar. Is it Weapons of Mass Destruction and the Delivery of System Bill 2022, Technology of Mass Destruction and their Delivery System 2022, Software of Mass Destruction and their Delivery System of 2022, Arms and Mass Destruction and their Delivery System Bill 2022? And the correct answer is Weapon of Mass Destruction and their Delivery System Bill of 2022. Okay, it was passed, it was introduced by External Affairs Minister Shri S. Jaishankar. Okay, very, very important, very, very important for each and every one of you. Okay, everyone? Okay, before I move on, how is the preparation going for CLAT 2023, sorry. How is the preparation for CLAT 2023 going on? Tell me that before I move ahead. How is it going on? Are you feeling comfortable? Are you all solving regularly mock test? Because mock test is something that is definitely going to help you in scoring better in this examination, be it CLAT, be it ALIT, be it Maharashtra CET or any other examination. Okay, quite nervous? No, Riddhima, you don't have to be nervous, you have to be confident. You cannot be nervous, you have to be confident. Okay, tension is increasing. No. You should be confident enough that, okay, whatever question comes, I am really prepared because I have done a lot of my preparation in the last 1 year. If you have properly studied well, properly prepared well your subject, why should you fear? Right? Fantastic. Okay. And have this belief in yourself that you can do it. Just have that belief in yourself that you can definitely do it. Okay. Okay, moving on. Which of the following bills was approved by the Union Cabinet and now will be presented in the monsoon session of the Parliament that makes the Competition Commission of India more flexible and accountable? Okay. Which will make the Competition Commission of India more flexible and accountable? The correct answer is option A, the Competition Amendment Bill of 2022. Right? The Competition Amendment Bill of 2022 was approved by the Union Cabinet and was set, of course, in the previous monsoon session, that makes the Competition Commission flexible and more accountable. Question number 7. Which of the bills were passed in the Lok Sabha relating to National Rail and Transportation Institute (NRTI) into Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya? And the correct answer. Now, I'm sure that there are a lot of TV interviews, TV debates relating to the Central University Amendment Bill of 2022. And so the correct answer is the Central University Amendment Bill of 2022. Okay. Okay, this bill deals to convert the National Rail and Transportation Institute into Gati Shakti Vishwavidyalaya. It is currently a deemed to be university. With this, it will be a central university. It will be a central university. It will take the shape, size and color of a central university under the central government through the Ministry of Railways. It will be sponsored by the Railway Ministry. Okay. Question number 8. The Lok Sabha passed the following bill in August 2, which will amend the Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. The Wildlife Protection Act deals with protecting the wildlife, the flora and the fauna in the forest. Now, there is a very recent amendment to it. It was in the bill came in the year 2021. Option A is the right answer. Option A is the right answer. Okay, all of you. The amendment bill was of 2021 and it came into being. It was passed and it was, the official sanctioning of the president and all. The signature of the president is required. As you know, it came in 2022, but the bill is of 2021. Very, very important. Okay. Now, this bill deals with the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species in flora and fauna. Now, there is certain endangered species which are bought in the market, which are sold in the market. Now, to stop that, this bill makes its points very clear. Question number 9. Who is the 14th Vice President of India? There is no doubt about it. Is there any doubt about it? I'm sure there is no doubt in this question. Fantastic. Okay. The correct answer is Shri Jagdeep Dhankar. The former governor of West Bengal is the present Vice President of India. Okay. Okay. Margaret Alva contested, but she lost. Okay. Next, in exercise of the powers conferred under subclause 2 of Article 124, Shri Uday Umesh Lalit was appointed as the Chief Justice of India. Was he? Which Chief Justice of India was he? Okay. The correct answer over here is none of the above. The correct answer is 49th Chief Justice of India, and Justice D.Y. Chandrachud is the 50th CJI of India. Very, very important. Justice U.U. Lalit happens to be the 49th Chief Justice of India who had a 74-day tenure as CJI. Very, very important. Very, very important. But today, the Chief Justice of India is none other than Justice D.Y. Chandrachud. Okay. Okay. I think it's a wrong option. Okay. I think that answer is, I think there is a problem with the 50th. Okay. Sorry. So guys, do subscribe and press the bell icon. Do follow us on our Instagram. Do like our Facebook page. Do join our Telegram channel. And do not forget to download the BYJU'S Exam Prep app. With this, we come to the end of this session. Thank you very, very much. All the very best. God bless you guys. All the very, very best. All the very, very best. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.